The Art of Focus Audiobook, Self-Help, Book Summary in English, narrated in 5 gripping chapters. Each chapter unveils powerful truths through a suspenseful story, simple yet profound. A tale that feels real, but leaves just beyond the edge of reality. Chapter 1. The Silent Switch. No one noticed when Ethan Hayes disappeared for 33 days. He lived in the heart of the city, a tech analyst drowning in dings, buzzes, and blue light. But one morning, he walked out of his high-rise apartment with no phone, no laptop, and only a notebook. It was a controlled vanishing, a desperate experiment. He had spent years watching his attention shatter into fragments. News feeds, urgent, emails, irrelevant meetings. He had become a man divided. So he vanished, not to escape life, but to recover it. In the quiet mountains of northern Scotland, inside a borrowed stone cottage, he created a silence so deep, even time slowed down. The first 3 days were torture. His brain begged for noise. But on day 4, something shifted. He began hearing his own thoughts, clearly as if they had been waiting behind a locked door. By day 10, he had filled an entire notebook, not with plans or productivity hacks, but observations, patterns, truths. He realized the world wasn't stealing his focus. He was giving it away. Chapter 2. The Myth of Multitasking. Carmen Alvarez was a surgeon, a master of multitasking. She prided herself on balancing operating rooms, research, charity work, and triathlons. Her schedule was color-coded, second by second, until one surgery went wrong. It wasn't her hands that failed. It was her mind. Just before a crucial incision, she remembered an unfinished grant application, a half-read email, and an unanswered. Her focus slipped, less than a second, and the consequences echoed. She was suspended for 14 days. Alone at home, she researched everything about cognitive overload. She uncovered what most people never learn. Multitasking doesn't exist. The brain doesn't juggle tasks. It switches between them, losing clarity with every flip. She started an experiment, one task at a time, whether slicing vegetables or solving equations. A single line of focus. After 2 weeks, she noticed sharper vision, deeper memory, and fewer errors. Her recovery wasn't just medical, it was mental. When she returned to surgery, her hands hadn't changed, but her mind had become a laser. Chapter 3. The Clockmaker's Secret. In a small Swiss village lived a man known only as the Clockmaker. He hadn't spoken to anyone in years, yet tourists came from around the world to see his creations, mechanical marvels that kept perfect time. One winter, a journalist named Devon visited to uncover his secret. She watched through frosted glass as he worked 12-hour days, motionless except for his hands. No phone, no background music, only gears, springs, and silence. She finally approached him with one question. How do you stay so focused? He slid her a single piece of paper with one sentence. The brain aligns when the body obeys. It haunted her. Back in the city, Devon began applying his rhythm. Wake at the same time, move deliberately, eliminate choice where unnecessary. Routine wasn't boring, it was sacred. As days passed, her anxiety shrank. Her writing deepened. She realized the clockmaker hadn't built clocks to measure time. He had built them to teach it.
Chapter 4. The Distraction. Industry Logan Chase was once a coder at one of the biggest social media companies. His job was to increase user engagement, make people scroll longer, click more, feel something. Even if that something was rage or envy. He knew the psychological tricks. Infinite scroll, color contrast, unpredictable rewards. But he didn't know the cost until he saw his own daughter staring blankly at her screen for 4 hours without moving. He quit the next day. Logan went dark, off-grid, offline. He wrote a report titled, The Attention Heist, exposing how apps are engineered to hijack focus. The report went viral. He was attacked, threatened, ridiculed, but people read it. Soon, developers started changing their designs. Not many, but enough to spark a ripple. Logan now teaches children the value of boredom, the gateway to real focus. He believes attention is the most stolen, most precious resource in the world, and he's not wrong. Chapter 5. The 18-minute day. Maya Brooks didn't believe in self-help books. She believed in action. Every year she challenged herself to learn one life-changing skill. 1 year, negotiation. Another, swimming. But in 2023, her goal was different. She wanted to master focus. She interviewed monks, athletes, CEOs, even magicians. Their advice varied, but one pattern emerged. None of them scheduled full hours. Their days were broken into 18-minute blocks. Why 18? It was just long enough to enter flow, but short enough to avoid fatigue. Maya adopted the system. She built her day around 10 18-minute blocks, each with a clear goal. She worked faster, felt lighter, and finished by 4 p.m. daily. Then something unexpected happened. She stopped needing the timer. Focus became natural, not forced, like a muscle that finally woke up. Maya published her method anonymously online. Within a year, over 3 million people were using it. Some called it a productivity hack, but she knew the truth. It was a return, not to the past, but to the part of us that was never distracted in the first place. Final thoughts focus isn't something you find. It's something you protect. It's a rebellion against noise, a reclaiming of clarity. These stories may be fictional, but the principles are real, and the next chapter, that's yours to write.